Hello everyone and welcome back to Zoo Tycoon 2, and we are over here in the Ethiopian wolf exhibit of our forest zone of the World Zoo, celebrating the intense popularity that our starving, apparently, guests have for the timber wolves. So our timber wolves are actually doing really well. The two young ones, the two little boys that our timber wolves had, have actually already grown up into young adults, which sort of surprises me that they grew that quickly. I think their parents are still here. Okay, so one of them grew that quickly. All right, hang on just a second. I want to look over everything. So we've got Ethiopian wolf 1, not timber, excuse me. These are Ethiopian wolves. Then we have child 3, who has grown up, and its sibling. Oh, so little Ethiopian wolf 4, for some reason, has still stayed a puppy. That's adorable. So grow up to be big and strong. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? I didn't mean for you to vanish. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry, little one. Oh, there he is. Oh, that startled me. Don't do that little disappearing trick, please. Oh my goodness. All right, and we've got a lot of things going on in the background too, you guys. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started in taking care of our forest zoo. There are actually a lot of problems popping up and a lot of things that we need to take care of. You know, the animals were complaining about this particular exhibit being messy again. The eels and the catfish were once more complaining that it was too messy to survive. But it seems like they're doing okay now. Are you guys feeling better? Yeah? Okay, they seem to be feeling better. The beavers are doing okay. Yeah, there we go. The other Ethiopian wolf has just grown up. So let's get on the ground, and maybe the catfish just needed us to clean the filters. Oh my gosh, and there's so many people. Okay, and let's poke through here. Ah, getting smacked in the face. So many bushes. There we go. Clean the filter. Guests need more bathrooms. European eel dislikes being in such a smelly exhibit. You should be in a perfectly fine exhibit. It doesn't ask me to clean this water, so you guys are probably fine and you're just complaining at me for no reason. This is a really cool perspective, by the way, being in the water with the fish, looking at all of the people. Who's really in the exhibit after all? All right, so let's go ahead and pop up and out of the exhibit. Oh, and there's an egg being laid, you guys. Oh no, and there's an unhappy customer. What does she need? Waiting in line at Fruit Cup 1. Why is she unhappy? She has a beaver hat. How could you be unhappy with a beaver hat? Let's see. The zoo needs more dessert carts. Well, thank goodness that she's heading over to our wonderful Fruit Cup cart then. So she should hopefully enjoy her desserts there. All right, and what's going on over here? The turkeys are complaining about a dirty exhibit, so let's get on the ground in here. Oh my. And there actually is quite a bit of poo. Oh, it's a baby turkey! It's a baby turkey! It's so cute! And there is quite a bit of poop that needs scooped around here, so let's go ahead and scoop some things up. Wonderful. Okay, is that a deer? Oh, look, there's just a... Oh, let's go ahead and replenish the grass. There's just a little deer laying down over here. Don't worry, you guys, it's just taking a nap. Man, our deer exhibit is so exciting. I really love looking around at all of the animals over here. This is really exciting. We maybe should try to add in another species or two. There's a lot of poop though. So maybe, especially because I know it looks like the turkeys have been breeding. They're really been breeding actually, now that I look around. We have a lot of turkeys. Did another turkey just lay an egg? Oh my gosh, another turkey just laid an egg. They even have grandmothers and grandfathers. How did we get so many old turkeys? Where's the egg? Okay, so apparently right over here. Okay, that looks like a male. Is this the female? Are you sitting on an egg? Can I see the egg, please? There's a little mallard behind me. And more bird poop. Oh my gosh. Is that more bird poop too? Okay, we're gonna have to get another keeper in here to help me clean up. Can you get off the bilberries? I really want to see your little egg. Please, I love bird eggs. I don't see anything. And white-tailed deer 3. Oh my gosh, there's so many deer. Just like being in such a smelly exhibit. Okay, hang on. I want to see the egg. So let's start with this turkey. And apparently her egg is hiding right there. So let's see if we can find it. Okay. Oh, there it is! Do you see it? Oh, that was really hard to spot. It's still kind of hard to spot, but that's so exciting to know that we've stumbled upon one of their eggs. And it seems like it's getting really messy in here. So let's go ahead and add in another keeper. And this is going to be Keeper Masters. No. This is going to be, you guys ready for this? Poop Scooper Masters. Poop Scooper. That is his main job. He may occasionally try to convince himself that isn't his job by filling up a whole bunch of the food dishes. Oh my goodness. Okay. I may be overworking this side. I may be overworking this poor woman. Her body is literally missing. I think I may be overworking these people. We might have to consider going through and clearing out some of the deer herd, especially because there's what? So much poop. Oh my gosh. Okay, so 3 things need to happen here, you guys. We have the deer poop apocalypse, so that is definitely happening. We're going to have to kind of go through the herd. Oh dear, hang on a second. We're gonna have to go through the herd, I think, and clear out how many deer we have, because this is a deer poop apocalypse. There's just way too many deer. Way too many deer and way too much deer poop. Oh my gosh, there's just deer everywhere. So I think what we're gonna do is we are going to hire a couple more keepers for sure. And if I can grab them, we're gonna have them run around inside of here, because this is actually one of our popular areas. This little like Jeep tour through the forest, this forest tour is very, very popular among the guests. And we're gonna let them scoop poop over here, so that should take care of the poop problem. Then the second thing we are going to do is we're going to cash in on the poop problem. How are we going to cash in on the poop problem, you say? We are going to build a little compost bin way back here, and the compost bin actually gives you money for the poop that you... So we definitely want to go ahead and cash in on that, even though we're doing really good on money so far. I think from all of the rare animals that we've been breeding. But let's go ahead and grab the compost bin, because, you know, this is a really good thing to have around so that people can remember it's very important to recycle, even when it's the deer poop. All right, and we'll go ahead and put a couple live oaks down at the back, and let's go ahead and add in some jupiter in the back as well. There we go. Kind of hide this little spot. There, mix in some different colors. Oh, come on, I said mix in some different colors. There we go. So we've got a little hidden spot at the back. So now we're going to be making a little bit of money off of the poop that we scoop. And then let's go ahead and clear out some of the deer. I think I'm just going to start grabbing deer. Looks like the white-tailed deer. Grandmother and grandfather. The white-tailed deer don't die of old age, I don't think. That's a problem, because white-tailed deer 1 is still kicking. He's still around, and he's got a lot of babies. A lot of babies. So I think we're going to go ahead. Yeah, and you get a little bit of money. Oh, we have... What? We already have a compost building. What? And look how full it is. That's amazing. You know what I want to do, actually? Let's go ahead, and I want to make it kind of like part of the exhibit. Or let's actually build a little fence around it, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna put a gate in the fence. Let's see, so it's like the zookeepers can come into here and like drop off the poop that they scoop. In fact, let's go ahead and make this really fun just to go all out. I'm gonna grab some dirt. Okay, that's too plain. We want something that's really dark colored. Yeah, like this. Okay, we're gonna make it like a little dirt area, and now let's fill it up. Let's fill it up with some ferns, and let's fill it up with not banana leaf plants. We need mushrooms. Let's put down some mushrooms so that it can look like the mushrooms are helping to sort of process the poo and make it into, there we go, and some little bright colored mushrooms back here, and kind of breaking it down. They're doing what they do best. Mushrooms are fantastic. They help to break down all of the different nutrients and return the nutrients to the soil. Otherwise, a dead tree would just kind of be a dead tree. A bit of a problem, to be honest. Let's actually remove that. I'm sure I've got something better. The beautiful little whitecaps. Oh my gosh, they're some of my favorites. In fact, I kind of want to remove this guy right now. And then we're going to go ahead and put this guy over here. And a couple of his little friends. There we go. That makes me happier. And then let's see. Oh, these are some pretty trees. Little skinny things too. Maybe we'll just stick one in the back there. And anything else to put down? Maybe just little clusters of ground cover to kind of just imply this area is a little neglected, because nobody wants to stay for very long in the poop zone unless you happen to be a researcher in something special. All right. Yeah. Yeah, this is nice. I mean, as nice as a slightly neglected poop zone can be. And then maybe some lady ferns just to touch off the edges. There, I like these kinds of little details. They just make a really fun little story build up. And we can even have the ferns sort of spread into the back corner here. There we go. And even a little bit into that. Yay! Okay, so now we have the compost bin surrounded. We'll ignore the one in the corner. All right, so let's get back over to the deer. We definitely need to clear out some of the deer. Now that I know they won't age, we're just gonna grab a few of them. None of the ones that have names, at least. So let's see, white-tailed deer 4. We'll pretend that she, let's see, marsh deer 7, possibly passed away of old age, red deer 5. There we go. That's probably going to help quite a bit, just like easing up the deer population a teensy bit. I had no idea that they actually won't die of old age, because that's going to make it really hard, because they're very prolific. Can you tell? They're exceptionally prolific, actually. All right, the only ones who don't seem to breed as quickly are the fallow deer, and ironically, they're the prettiest. Is that going to be good? And we might have to clear out the turkeys at some point. But all right, so we've managed that much. So now that we have handled this problem, and actually I think we have some bored ducks too. So let's go ahead and take care of our bored ducks by putting down some toys for them. So let me see. Let's see if we can entertain our ducks. Right over here, we'll put down some squeaky toys. And then let me go ahead and snag the ducks, because I remember looking at the animal welfare chart and seeing that they're very bored. Let's see if we can make our duck perhaps not so bored. Oh my gosh, you guys, the ducks actually kicked the squeaky toy. Look at him. Look at him. He's kicking the little squeaky toy all over the place. And I am so sorry about that sudden jump, you guys. What happened is the game kept crashing and I was going, no, Zoo Tycoon 2, don't do this to me again. And it turns out that it was doing that because our capercaillie, our little wood grouse that we had put in, oh, there goes a peacock. That's so cool. Were causing a crash. So I will try to add them back in, but I had to go into my game files and temporarily delete them. Every time their eggs would try to hatch, the game would crash, and I was panicking that we were going to lose the forest zoo, and I really didn't want to see that happen. But thankfully, we managed to turn things around at the last moment by literally deleting the birds out of the zoo. So I might add them in the future, but with modded birds especially, I find you really only want to add in either just the males or just the females, because often when the eggs try to hatch, then everything blows up. So because they're not coded correctly. So just be aware of that in case you too happen to dabble around in Zoo Tycoon 2 mods. And then let's go ahead, create our adjunct. What? Oh, I totally forgot these guys were over here. And they have eaten another one of their own. I totally forgot we even had these birds. Oh my gosh, I feel so bad. Oh, speaking of birds and all of the things that they may get up to, I wonder if adding in some sort of shelter for them. They don't say they need a shelter. Oh no, and what's going on down here? There's people. Oh wait, wow, they just floated through that entire bridge. Okay, well, we won't worry about that then. Oh my gosh, talk about a funny glitchy day. But I wonder if we actually add in some of these shelters that the other birds use, if those adjuncts will use them, because we do have a few, and we will probably add the capercaillie back in the future. And we will actually just only put the males in, I think, because they make the really fun noises that I love so much. We'll add them in the future. Just remember, with modded birds, they tend to crash things. All right, and now that that is done, let's go ahead and resume. So resume the building, that is. Oh my goodness, a lot of silly crashing caused us to lose a little bit. But what we're going to do now is continue to cash in on the Ethiopian wolf popularity by bridging the gap between this side of the zoo and this side of the zoo. And what I want to do is then put in that little picnic area right here and then add in a black bear exhibit right over here, so it can kind of be like the picnic pickup zone that we happen to have over in our zoo crafting series. So first things first, let's go ahead and build a path, but also thinking that it would be really, really fun if we came over and we put a little themed playground right over here where we could have the reindeer, and maybe we could put in like some Christmas sort of themes, maybe some of the ice pieces, so that we could have like a little Christmas playground theme. And then we can start changing up what the theme is in the zoo depending on what it is in real life. And right now it's around Christmas. So I think it'd be really fun to build a little playground for the kids to enjoy right over here for Christmas time. So we're going to work on that too. So let me go ahead and we'll get started. First things first, I'm putting in a new path. So we'll connect up those two sides, and then I kind of want to connect up this area. So let's go ahead and connect up this area because I have an idea. I want to put a map right over here, or maybe right over here. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Let's do this. And I do want to put a map in somewhere behind our educator so that people can kind of look at the map and figure out where they're going to go. But we need to convince people to stop walking away. See, they want to go view animals. That's what they're doing. They're going to go view animals. So we need to convince them to turn around and walk over here and hopefully continue their little stroll. This spot would be perfect for adding in a little bathroom. So we'll put a little bathroom in right here and then try to convince people to keep walking this direction and then go this way. Dun dun dun. And then they could even see more animals. They could see the wildcats because we have a whole bunch of wildcats inside of this exhibit. We might come in and give the wildcats a little bit of privacy. So let's actually come over and grab. Come on, fence. Come on. Come on, fence. Yay. All right, we'll grab this wood fence and we'll actually give the wildcats a little bit of privacy up along here, I think. Because the animals do note what kind of fencing that you use, and if you give them a privacy fencing, it makes them feel a little bit more secure. So we'll use privacy fencing all up along this side, and then people can come while they're coming to buy their food, and they can get a better look at the wildcats from this side. But that'll give them some more areas. Oh, look, there's one of them, the European wildcat. Oh, that's so exciting. I've been seeing all sorts of pictures of a European wildcat kitten on Twitter lately, which is really, really fun. All right, we'll continue the path. Actually, should I keep the path? Yeah, let's keep it like that because it kind of looks fun. It kind of looks like a little spot. Oh yeah, and then let's come over here. It kind of looks like a little winding path into the forest like this, doesn't it? And let's come over here, and actually what we can do is we can remove this side, there we go, and this side of where the path are. And then we'll bring in the wooden arch, and we can make a little tunnel for the trellises, a little tunnel of wooden arches right there. And maybe even, can we overlap it over here? You can overlap it. So we could make like a little, we could do like something that extreme actually. And just make like a little tunnel of arches that people could go under, and hopefully that'll put them in a really good mood. So let's try to make this into a fun little playground corner, and we'll see how many kids we can convince to stay on this side. So let's go ahead and put a little fence down, maybe like over here, kind of like what you would see at a mall, where it won't go around the whole perimeter of the playground, but it'll just sort of go around a couple spots of it. So that, yeah, we'll kind of drive the kids in like this. There we go. And then my idea is that people will walk through, hopefully have a good time, walk through these little spots, all of these areas. Okay, maybe we can go ahead and remove this path. There we go. And remove that path, and we can put some more plants in right there. Maybe we can even add in an extra wooden arch right over here, like that. And then everybody walks straight over. What's over here? Oh, that's a little path for the zookeepers to get in and out of, I see. And then the same thing over here. And then people can come through here and they'll see this educator. Let's actually move the educator podium up one. And then we'll go ahead and maybe I'll open this up so the kids can feel like they can just walk straight through to reach the playground. And we'll turn this spot into a playground. And I want to turn it into a really fun playground, so we'll see what we can put in it. But I'm kind of thinking Christmas themed playground. Maybe it's not big enough, but we'll see what we can do. If it's not big enough to be like a Christmas themed playground, then we might go ahead and like build a playground zone. I don't know. I'm just really feeling those little details. Can we do like polar ice? What would happen? What would happen if we did? Polar ice wasn't really doing anything. Snow and ice. Oh, look at that. That's kind of cute. We could do like a little snow and ice zone. And then where is, let me see. I want to put down some colorful, beautiful grass. Montane, there we go. Like around here, around the edges. I actually want to swap over all of our default, like all of the default forests. That's just the temperate forest grass. Eventually I want to swap it out for this kind of beautiful, deep rainforesty color. I actually really, really love that. It's not really close to the open, like this is, well, actually the open woodlands probably works out better, doesn't it? So let's do open woodlands everywhere instead. There we go. That's so pretty. And we might cover the entire area in this. We'll just let it sort of start spreading from this side. There. And then let's come on down. We'll cover all of this up really quickly. And where did the snow? Polar ice. So now we'll do like a little bit of snow and ice. That can be like a little spot for the kids to come in. That looks kind of, can I do like ice? Okay. Can I get any dirt? Snow and dirt perhaps? No. All right, we'll just fill it all the way in for the kids so they can come in. And because I know, and the reason that I'm kind of focusing on like Christmassy theme is I know one of the round toys that we can put in, if I can reach it. Let's see, playground. Can I get that? Come on, go away. Okay, there we go. I was trying to get that little extra window to go away. Aha! The reindeer bouncy toy ride. That's what I was after. And now what we can do is we can put one down. Hopefully the kids can get inside these corners, even if they're turned at that angle. And now the kids can come in and they can kind of play with the reindeer, right? And then maybe right in the center, we can put in a gigantic pine tree of some kind. So let's look through the decorations too. We'll see if the kids want to come and start playing with this spot. And we'll look through the decorations and we'll see what kind of other decorations we can put in. Oh, and let's put in some research for the tropical bounce houses and everything. And meanwhile, this gentleman is saying he really, really, really needs to use a restroom. The giraffe slide, one of my favorite ones. All right, let's put in research maybe for the lion bouncy ride. We'll just dump research in for all of the playground stuff because now we can start focusing on building some fun little playgrounds too. And then let's look at the decorations. So we should have all sorts of different kinds of decorations. All right. And what's some good ones? Something that looks like it belongs. Oh, and let's put some trash cans down in a few spots too. But we need something that looks like it kind of belongs. Maybe one over here somewhere? Maybe in the flowers? Will people use that if it's in the flowers? We'll have to see. What are some things that look like they belong by a little Christmassy playground for kids? Here's a pirate's mast. And then here is a common octopus, which would be good in another area. There's a fancy umbrella table. I know what we should do. Let's do a couple spots for the kids to be able to play on reindeer. Hopefully they'll use them. I might need to adjust things a little bit, but let's do a couple reindeer bouncy rides. And then, in fact, maybe I can even line up the reindeer so it kind of looks like the reindeer are going to be leading a sled or something. Or even just like swap them out on either side like this. I don't know. Here, let's go ahead. We're going to get rid of a couple of the reindeer bouncy rides because we're going to see if the kids even start using them. And we're going to put a little ice cream stand over here. And we'll add in this little umbrella table so it can... Oh, and look, there's a little snowman. There's a little snowman. Oh, where'd it go? Binocular. Oh, every time you research something, it like tosses you to the beginning of the little scenery thing again. Research for trampoline is complete. Okay, gotta go. Where'd it go? All right, there's the little umbrella table. There, look, snowman binocular stand. Okay, we started the research on it. This would be so cute. We could add this in too. Okay, so let's go ahead. The rhino bouncy ride is complete. And let's grab an ice cream cart. This is cute. Yeah, we'll grab a little ice cream cart. Hang on just a second. All right. There's a candy cane cart as well now. And ice cream. Where did our ice cream go? I wonder, is there like, oh, and there's a cute little cheesecake cart. Ice cream cart. Here's the ice cream cart. And what is the cutest ice cream cart we have? We could do like this normal looking ice cream cart. There's also this. Oh, this is a really good one. It's kind of like a little tundra ice cream cart. And are there any others that would match better? No, I think the little tundra ice cream cart would match the best for what we want to do. Oh my gosh, there's so many ice cream carts. I've never really paid attention to how many, like what large variety of ice cream carts we had before. So yeah, we're researching that one. Let's grab this one. And then people can come on over. And we'll make sure that they have some trash cans so that they don't make too big of a mess. Yay, research for the giraffe slide is complete. All right, we're focusing on those binoculars. And we'll try to put down, oh, the slide is done. What other things could we decorate with? Like some of the, there's statues, a lot of statues. Oh, there's a totem pole. Ah, dang it. All right, umbrella table research is done. So let's go ahead and put in a cute little umbrella table right back here. I think that's adorable. And we can put a couple binoculars maybe at the back then, and then people can use them if they want to, but they don't have to. And I think we actually will swap out this ice cream cart once we get a new ice cream cart. And maybe even put in, oh, is that a, let's see, that's a jungle trash can, a little tundra trash can. Because we can make a fun little themed area, and we'll see if anybody uses this spot. All right, we'll put in the little tundra trash can. And then where are the lamp posts? I need not the tour objects. Yes, tour objects actually. Because look, a snow machine. I totally forgot about the snow machine for a second. So we can actually add in a snow machine. How much fun would that be? Let's put the snow machine like inside maybe of the tree. I'll have to look into that. Okay. hang on. I've got to turn it in a direction. So we're going to put in a snow machine right in the middle of everything. And hopefully people will start using these things, going to the gift shop. Everybody is ignoring the ice cream cart after I built this whole little special Christmas area. I was hoping for a bit more of a reaction, you guys. All right, and let's see what kind of nice pine tree we can put into the center. And hopefully, oh, like a snowy fir. Yeah, see? That's very nice. And then we can put a little, it looks almost like it's just got a big giant chunk of wood under it. And then we can put, let's see, hopefully people will just walk right through that because it's quite lovely actually. Oh my gosh. Oh, ooh, this snowy Himalayan pine. I think that the fir tree actually looks more like a Christmas tree. And we'll just put down some little ground cover plants now to sort of go around it. Let's see, let's get down here. Stuff that would go on the tundra. Tundra. Ooh, these pretty flowers. Yeah. And the little pearlwort. Oh, and the moss for sure. All right, that's bringing back some memories of some of our other areas. So we'll put those down. And then we'll put down these pretty flowers. And then hopefully people will ignore the pretty flowers and just like walk right through them for other spots. Oh, the little lingonberries. Oh, that's adorable. So now we have like a little snowy forest area. Wonderful. Hopefully people will come and start using it now that we've built it. So we have built it. Now we have to see if people will actually come. And I wonder, yeah, we'll just have to leave that in the corner. And, oh, research for the ice cream cart is complete. Wonderful. Look at the snow machine go. Oh, I love it. It's just gonna blast snow in people's faces while they're sitting down. I actually think that's hilarious, so we're just gonna leave that be. And we'll go ahead and sell that, and then we'll pick up the ice cream cart. And we're gonna go ahead and set the prices to low, so hopefully people will come and use it. And hopefully they'll walk over here, even though it's got like no paths. Maybe I have to put down some paths before people pay attention. But sometimes people will pay attention to things that aren't on the paths. But now I'm worried about the ice cream cart, so I'm gonna just do that much, and we'll see if that helps out. Maybe that'll encourage everybody. All right, so in fact, maybe I can put down like a little tundra, maybe extinct path. Ooh, or maybe this marble paving. Actually, that's way too fancy. All right, we'll just leave it like that, and we'll see if we can get anybody's attention at all to come and buy from our little ice cream cart man and sit in front of the gigantic blast of snow that would be in their faces. And let's see. Now what I think we need to look for, actually, let me pop over here, is tundra. Come on. I need the lamps, the light post. I could have sworn that there would be a light post easy to find in the drop down list, but I guess we have to go manually through everything. Are our binoculars done? The binoculars are done! Yay! And what we can do is we can come over here and just kind of put like a couple snowman binoculars at the back, so it looks like there's a couple snowmen there. Oh, that's awesome! There, hopefully we can start attracting a lot more people. Oh yeah, and then I was gonna put down a little map like right behind her, so people can come around behind her and kind of figure out where they want to go in the zoo. And finally, extinct lamppost, and then we have the tundra lamppost. There we go. Maybe I can put a little tundra lamppost kind of down in the back corner somewhere. There we go. All right, well that makes me happy. I have no idea if people will actually use it. Oh, I jumped right on top of our educator too. But you know what? I tried to make a wonderful little Christmas area where people can come and they can, I think it's jammed up a little bit. Let's go ahead and we'll remove maybe this fencing. Maybe, whoops, if we remove some of the fencing, it'll encourage people to come. There, what about that? Maybe that'll encourage people to come and play on things. And I'll even scooch the reindeer forward a little bit. Maybe that'll encourage the kids. There we go. This has to do it, right? And then I'll even come in. Okay, we'll worry about the rest of it later. No, I have done too much. I've done too much. Come, child. Whoever, you'll get a special name. The first child to actually ride on the playground stuff will win. All right, but we've made a nice little area. I'm excited. Look at this guy. Oh, he's gonna come and look at stuff. Yes. Is he just gonna sit down and rest in the snow? Oh, it's perfect. Oh, I'm so happy. He's just standing next to all of the snowmen. Look at him. Look at him. Is he gonna use the snowman binoculars to do something? Or is he just gonna walk past? You look kind of like my uncle. All right, off he goes. Oh, well, we tried. All right, you guys. So sorry about getting kind of into weird random things during this episode, but I just wanted to try to make like a fun little theme area where we start throwing together different parts of the various pieces of our zoo, like the different items we can use, and sticking them together and seeing what happens. I like the result. We'll have to come see if anybody ever uses this special Christmas zone. So next up, we will actually provide something a little bit more helpful to all of our guests by giving them a new animal to look at inside of this exhibit. We'll probably put down another type of bird, and then we'll come over and we will give them more bathrooms, and we'll actually give them some real food. They can have a little picnic area, maybe even another restaurant, because that seems to help them out a lot better. And then we'll look into adding in a black bear. So we will make some progress, and not just on detail things, but you gotta admit, weaving together all of those detail things into one gigantic, fantastically awesome zoo. Look at that line of people, by the way. Oh my gosh, where are they all going? Where do they think they're all going? Weaving it all together is part of the fun. So I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.